My approach with bands is really to enhance what they have going on. Like, I'm not necessarily the kind of person that is going to come in and tear apart what's going on and rebuild it. I like to think that maybe I become just kind of like a silent member of the band. You know, my opinion's just as valid as a guitarist, a bassist, a drummer, and some of my ideas are good, some of them are bad, whatever, you know, and that's okay, and that's part of being creative. My name's Matt Linesch. People call me Linny in the industry, and we're here in my studio at United Recording, formerly Ocean Way. This room was the original mastering studio here, and then about a year and a half ago I took it over and turned it into my mix room. We had a studio in Ojai, California for about 3 years that I shared with Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, and that's where we did all of Here and where we tracked the self-titled record before coming here and mixing it. And that, when we decided to close that studio and I came back to LA, I was on the fence about if I was going to get a house and put a home studio in, which a lot of cats are doing, or maybe I could find a studio space and all. And Rob, the studio manager here, stepped forward and said, hey, well, the mastering room opened up. Maybe you want that to be your mix room and kind of production room, and then when you need to track, you can just go across the hall. And fortunately, my favorite studio in LA is right across the hall, so it works out pretty well for me. With the band I'm working with, it's very important for me to really understand what they're saying in their songs. I'd say that I'm a pretty compassionate person, and so for me to be able to really embody the song as much as the person that wrote it, I know for me is the only way that I can creatively move forward with the band. The one word that I feel like I get tagged with a lot is organic, which I don't disagree with. You know, I don't like doing things like tuning and beat detecting and things like that. Like, I'm very much more about the song and about the feeling and the vibe. I think that I would approach things from a standpoint of really gathering like the sound of the band and the feel that you get either when you're at a show or when you're in a room with them. Sometimes that line between the magic and lacking of the magic or just missing the boat is so fine. So you really have to be able to like identify kind of what's feeling good about this song or this band, or what is it that draws us to that, and kind of maintain that throughout. I mean, mixing is so difficult. I think that it's probably a process I'll be learning the rest of my life, and I think that I do okay at it now, and you know, I feel proud of, you know, I can hear my improvement almost month to month, you know, project to project. It's not just one thing. It's not just pushing up faders. It's not just EQing or compressing or making sure that everything's loud enough, you know. And I can get pretty obsessive about my mixing. I mean, even my automation, if you watch my automation, it's just looks like a bunch of mountains, like on every track, because to me the song has to always be fluid and moving. And so I guess in some ways I kind of approach things a little bit emotionally, I guess, now that I think about it. But hey, that's music, so that's cool.